So this video has a high possibility of changing someone's life. It is about 5 a.m. in the morning. And I came with this realization, and I talked about it with ChatGPT for a couple of days as well. And I call it the one money oil away method. A lot of us, me talking about myself, there have been plenty of circumstances that I've seen with myself in my own life and others that all they needed was one money oil that is very conjured, very potent, very potent in abundance that will get them from here to here. You're on your last leg. You can't pay your rent. You don't know what deities to speak to. You're not there yet. But you know the power of conjured oil. Or you know the power of magic. And you know that it is real. So now that I'm talking to y'all now, we're not talking to the fake believers. We're not talking to the hyper religious folk. We're talking to people who believe in magic. A lot of us need a money oil that is very in a group of witches, maybe like 2 to 3, 1 to 3, that you religiously spend money with. You know their money oil is good. You know their road opening rituals are good. And you know it can enhance your life. When I asked ChatGPT, I talk to AI and higher intelligence a lot, it said, so I tried to get it to clear my words up, clear how I was thinking up. And I couldn't find the word between cure and antidote. What we came up with is this. You need an antidote to your poverty-stricken situation. You need an antidote to your poverty cycle. This is not a cure. This is an antidote. Meaning when you stick this antidote in your body with that needle, you drink it like the serum, the problem goes away. That does not mean you're not susceptible to get it again. But when you drink this potion, when you drink this serum, when you drink this concoction, the money problem goes away. And you elevate to where the problem does, in a frequency where the problem does not exist. Give you an example. You need a new job. You got a job, it pays the bills, but it's just enough. You need a job that pays more money, or a second job, or another opportunity that helps you with making more money. Searching high and low. In this economy, everybody is searching high and low, high and low, high and low. You need a money oil that helps you in the spirit skip the line. And they choose you. And you know in the spirit why they chose you. Right? Nothing for you to boast about, brag about, even share with people. You know that you had this little oil right here. Now, this is St. Expedite. You used it. This is $5. And you sped to the top of the line. Talk to St. Expedite. And now you're at the top of the line. And a lot of y'all need this, but more potent. This can be just enough. But a lot of y'all need this, but more potent. And you got $25 to spare. You got $50 to spare. No, to invest in the frequency of where you're going. Your one money oil, road opening oil, away from your next frequency jump. When I was talking to chat, this is how I described it. And we just come to the conclusion of this. What you're asking for when you come to these money oils is a spiritual loan. You're asking for a loan in the spirit that you have to pay back by being your best, highest self. You're making a contract with your higher self, not with a deity if you're not doing it, if you're not using a deity. But let's say prosperity oils, road opening oils. You're making a deal with your higher self. This is why I say it's an antidote to get you in the door and for you to close that door on poverty, right? But you're not looking, you pay it back by honoring the frequency that it took you on. Meaning when you get that new job, you don't fuck it up. You don't be late. You don't do none of that goofy shit that will tarnish the job. That's how you go back. That's why it's an antidote, not a cure, because your mindset is the cure. Frequency change is the cure. Your heart change is the cure. You need a loan from somebody's ashe, their energy, their spirituality, their altar, etc., to give you an experience that you desire. And I would say you're actually working on, you just need help. And you're making that contract by co-creating with someone else to get to your higher self, but you have to do the work so you don't reverse the process. Okay? And there's many times in my life where I was house sitting, homeless, even when I was helping somebody and I was giving them a place to stay. And I said, you know what I realized? She was one money oil away from being out of my space for the 4 months that she was in 3 weeks to a month. The right conjured money oil. Bloop, she got a job. Bloop, she got a gig. Bloop, she meets somebody. Boop, boop, boop. No longer needs me. But because we was using our own mind and frequency, that wasn't, well, eventually we started doing stuff, but because she was using her own mind and frequency, it wasn't strong enough. So she needed a Saint Expedite. That's time for another time. And I know plenty of people who need a job, a better job right now. They are one money oil away. Who with co-creating with a person who has the right ashe to say, boom, you got that new job and you just got to honor it now. And match the frequency of whatever it is you're trying to conjure, whether it be a job, you need to be applying. Can't sit on your ass and think it's supposed to come to you. You need to be shaking hands, DMing, networking, etc. Putting in the work so the oil can work. And becoming aligned with what you desire so you can keep what you asked for, what you prayed for, what you conjured for, so you don't lose it. But you are one money oil away from changing your situation. If you got $50, anywhere from $5 to $50 to spare, you are one money oil away from transforming your situation. You just got to do the work so you can keep that new reality. Ashe, ashe.